Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Gopi Janavallabha Girivaradhari Jai Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Gopi Janavallabha Girivaradhari Yashodanandana Vrajana Ranjana Yashodanandana Vrajana Ranjana Yamuna Tiravanachari Yamuna Tiravanachari Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Jaya Radha Madan Mohan, Radha Madan Mohan, Radha Madan Mohan, Jaya Radhe, Jaya Radha Madan Mohan Radha Madan Mohan Radha Madan Mohan Jaya Radhe Jaya Garanita Jaya Garanita Garanita Jaya Garanita Garanita Jaya Jagannatha Jaya Jagannatha Jaya Baladeva Jaya Subhadra Devi. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Sri Sri Gaur Nitai ki jai, Sri Sri Radha Madan Mohan ki jai, Sri Sri Jagannath Baladev Subhadra Maharani ki jai, Vrindadev Tulasi Maharani ki jai, Vrindan Madhura Dham ki jai, Navdeep Mayapur Dham ki jai, Purushottam Kshetra Jagannath Puri Dham ki jai, Samveta Bhakta Vrinda ki jai, Harinam Sankirtan Yajna ki jai, Srila Prabhupada Transcendental Book Distribution ki jai. All glories to the assembled Lord is Hare Krishna. All glories to the assembled Lord is Hare Krishna. All glories to the assembled Lord is Hare Krishna. All glories, all glories, all glories to Shri Guru and Gauranga Namah Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Tinamane. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Udirayed Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Ruttamasloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naistiki. Today we are discussing from 4th canto, chapter 24, the chanting the song sung by Lord Shiva, verses 45 and 46. These verses are very, very beautiful verses describing the Lord's beauty, how beautiful Lord Vishnu is. Let us recite. Snigdha pravrud ghana shyamam Snigdha pravrud ghana shyamam Sarva saundarya sangraham Sarva saundarya sangraham Charvayata chaturbahu Charvayata chaturbahu Sujata ruchirananam Sujata ruchirananam Snigdha pravrud ghana shyamam Sarva saundarya sangraham Charvayata chaturbahu Sujata ruchirananam Padmakosha palasaksham Padmakosha palasaksham Sundarabhru sunasikam Sundarabhru sunasikam Sudvijam Sukapolasyam, Sudvijam Sukapolasyam, Samakarna Vibhushanam, Samakarna Vibhushanam, Padmakosa Palasaksham, Sundarabhru Sunasikam, Sudvijam Sukapolasyam, Samakarna Vibhushanam. Anyone? Snigdha Pravrudghanashyamam, Sarva Saundarya Sangraham, Charvayata Chaturbahu, Sujata Ruchirananam, Padmakosa Palasaksham, Sundarabhru Sunasikam, Vijam Sukapolasyam, Snigdha Pravrudghanashyamam, Sarva Saundarya Sangraham, Charvayata Chaturbahu, Sujata Ruchirananam, Padmakosa Palasaksham, Sundarabhru Sunasikam, Sutvijam Sukapolasyam, Samakarna Vibhushanam. Anyone? Snigdha Pravrudghanashyamam, Sarva Saundarya Sangraham, Charvayata Chaturbahu, Sujata Ruchirananam, Padmakosa Palasaksham, Sundarabhru Sunasikam, Sutvijam Sukapolasyam, Karna. Any Matajis? Snigdha Pravrudghanashyamam, Sarva Saundarya Sangraham, Charvayata Chaturbahu, Sujata Ruchirananam, Padmakosa Palasaksham, Sundarabhru Sunasikam, Sutvijam Sukapolasyam, Samakarna Vibhushanam. Okay. Snigdha, glistening. Pravrut, rainy season. Ghanashyamam, densely cloudy. Sarva, all. Saundarya, beauty. Sangraham, collection. Charu, beautiful. Ayata, bodily feature. Chatubahu, unto the four-armed. Sujata, ultimately beautiful. Ruchira, very pleasing. Ananam, face. Padmakosa, the whirl of the lotus flower. Palasa, petals. Aksham, eyes. Sundara, beautiful. Bhru, eyebrows. Sunashikam, raised nose. Sudvijam, beautiful teeth. Sukapola, beautiful forehead. Asyam, face. Samakarna, equally beautiful ears. Vibhushanam, fully decorated. Translation by His Divine Grace Abhay Charanarinda Bhaktivedanta Swami. The Lord's beauty resembles a dark cloud during the rainy season. As the rainfall glistens, His bodily features also glisten. Indeed, He is the sum total of all beauty. The Lord has 4 arms and an exquisitely beautiful face with eyes like lotus petals, a beautiful, highly raised nose, a mind attracting smile, a beautiful forehead, and equally beautiful and fully decorated ears. Please repeat. The Lord's beauty resembles a dark cloud during the rainy season. As the rainfall glistens, his bodily features also glisten. Indeed, he is the sum total of all beauty. The Lord has 4 arms and an exquisitely beautiful face, with eyes like lotus petals, a beautiful, highly raised nose, a mind attracting smile, a beautiful forehead, and equally beautiful and fully decorated ears. It's a very long purport, but we'll go through it. It's a very, very nice. The Lord's beauty. Sri Radha Madan Mohan is staying on the altar. He is attracting many devotees, many parts of Hyderabad. And he is attracting all of you to his abode, his place, and how he is attracting by his beauty. Let us see from this purport. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kada Mahyam Dadati Swapadantikam. Purport. After the scorching heat of the summer season, it is very pleasing to see dark clouds in the sky. As confirmed in Brahma Samhita, Barhavatam Samasitam Buddha Sundarangam. The Lord wears a peacock feather in his hair, and his bodily complexion is just like a blackish cloud. The word Sundara or Snigdha means very pleasing. So here, after the summer heat, when the first rain falls, it looks very soothing effect or happy effect. Similarly, in the material world, we are we submerged in endless problems, one after other, one after other, one after other. No matter how many problems we solve, more appear. But the moment we take darshan of Sri Radha Madan Mohan and visiting the temple atmosphere, everything, then it looks like so calm, so nice. All the things from our mind, the negative things, go away. Go away. So a lot of material pressure is there. The problems, pressure of problems. But those problems diffuse outside. So that's how the soothing effect that we feel, or the visitors and everyone feel, seeing the beauty. And he always wears the peacock feather. And why? People will give many reasons. Many even the reasons which are not mentioned in scriptures also. But the simple reason is, as we like something, the Lord also likes something. The Lord's like peacock feather. That's it. That's a simple answer. The Lord likes peacock feather. And then we like whatever the Lord likes. That's servant, right? And Kandarpa Koti Kamaniya Visesha Sobham. So we chant every day at 7:30 Darshanarthi time, glorifying the beauty. So what is the Lord's beauty? How the Lord looks so beautiful? What is the depth of his beauty? In this verse he is saying, Kandarpa Koti Kamaniya. Krishna's beauty is so pleasing that not even millions upon millions of cupids can compare to it. can compare to it. So, normally we like to see beauty. We like to see beautiful sceneries, beautiful people, and beautiful pictures, everything, and and then we appreciate the beauty of others. Now, the beauty of Kandarpa or Manmadha, Kandarpa or Manmadha, is so great of all demigods, the most beautiful, all demigods, means Krishna is not included. So Kandarpa is the most beautiful. Then what to speak of putting together the millions of that beauty? How much beautiful it is. How much beautiful. Srimad Bhagavatam explains that the Lord's love upon all of us. Shri Shri Gaurnitai ki jai. Shri Shri Radha Madan Mohan ki jai. Shri Shri Jagannath Baladev Subhadra Maharani ki jai. The Lord's love upon all of us is compared to the love which is together millions of mothers. Mother's love is the highest love in this world. But if you put together millions of mothers' love together, how much love it will be? The Lord's love is even more than that. The Lord's form as Vishnu is decorated in all opulence. Therefore, Lord Shiva is trying to see that most opulent form of Narayana or Vishnu. So this is a song sung by Lord Shiva, right? So Lord, who is describing the beauty here? The beauty of Lord Vishnu. Lord Shiva is describing the beauty of Lord Vishnu. Generally, the worship of the Lord begins with worship of Narayana or Vishnu, whereas worship of Lord Krishna and Radha is most confidential. So why it is so secret, the worship of Radha Krishna? Why? What is that which makes it confidential? Worship means one meaning is doing puja. That is one worship, definitely. And we offer, what is a puja? We offer dhoop, we offer deep, we offer flowers, we offer water, we offer fragrance, we offer air also, right? Air. How we engage air in the Lord's service? Fanning is a one. Blowing the conch also is another one. Blowing the conch is another one. So the all five gross material elements we offer to the Lord. We offer to the Lord. Sometimes, they ask very silly question. Why we have to offer a water to the Lord? And does the Lord need anything to for us to offer? He doesn't need anything. But whatever He has given to us, we return it back to the Lord. Then people ask, if God gives something to you, why you have to return to Him? He is giving for you, so you accept it. Why you are returning it? He is giving us just to add our love and return it. When we return something, then does the Lord give or will the Lord not give again? He will give again. Once He has given, so then second time also He will give, third time also He will give. Endlessly He will give like that. So, whatever the Lord gave us for our sustenance in this world, we return that to the Lord by adding the love. So, to develop that love, we are returning to the Lord. There is no other purpose. Whatever Lord has given for us has no other purpose except returning as a gift by adding our love. So then that is a worship, definitely. Now here Radha Krishna worship is confidential. Then why? The worship means actually adding the love. That's what it means. And the preliminary way of adding our love in offering is doing puja, offering bhoga, and doing physical services. So this is what the devotees add their love and then do it. Now, adding love to the service of Radha Krishna is quite deep and very, very higher level. It's not easy to understand how we can add our love in serving Radha Krishna. That is why it is very confidential. It is very, very confidential. Like, for example, Kubja. You all heard the Kubja story, right? Kubja story. So, Kubja, she was also attracted by Lord's beauty. You know, Lord Krishna was walking on the road. Just imagine when we are walking, if Lord Krishna walks on the opposite side, just imagine how the situation will be. And Kubja got that incident, fortunately, in her life. And when she saw Krishna, she was attracted. But then, after that, she failed to serve Krishna. She failed to serve Krishna. Because her behavior, after that, her behavior did not please the Lord. Because she thought selfishly. She thought selfishly, thinking that Krishna should be with me only, he should not go to anyone else. So, in other words, self-centric way. So then she could not enter into the service of Radha Krishna. So that is why it is a very, very confidential. Lord Narayana is worshipable by Pancharatrika Vidhi or regulative principles, whereas Lord Krishna is worshipped by the Bhagavata Vidhi. Bhagavata Vidhi. Now, Srila Prabhupada explains what is the difference between the two regulative principles. Pancharatrika Vidhi are regulative principles. No one can worship the Lord in the Bhagavata Vidhi without going through the regulations of the Pancharatrika Vidhi. Actually, neophyte devotees worship the Lord according to Pancharatrika Vidhi or regulative principles enjoined in the Narada Pancharatra. Radha Krishna cannot be approached by the neophyte devotees. Therefore, temple worship according to regulative principles is offered to Lakshmi Narayana. Although there may be Radha Krishna Vigraha or form, the worship or Radha Krishna Vigraha or form. The worship of the neophyte devotees is acceptable as Lakshmi Narayana worship. So, in other words, when we are worshipping Radha Madan Mohan, actually we have to do that worship with the mood of regulation or regulative principles. And then Radha Krishna will accept the service with the mood of Lakshmi Narayana. They will not accept the service immediately with the mood of Radha Krishna. That's what it means. Worship according to the Pancharatrika Vidhi is called Vidhi Marga, or worship according to the Bhagavata Vidhi principle is called Raga Marga. So there are two paths. One is Vidhi Marga and another one is Raga Marga. Vidhi Marga means following the regulations, the rules. Morning get up, early morning, then bath, chanting, Mangalarati, again chanting, and then Arati, darshan, worship, these things. And then following regulative principles. These are all Vidhi Margas. Then what will happen when we follow these Vidhi Margas? Our senses and mind will come to a reasonable degree of control. Then, from that point of time, one will slowly be habituated to divert his attention towards Krishna automatically. Automatically. Means spontaneously. Then it becomes Raga Marga. So here Srila Prabhupada is recommending that we should follow the Vidhi Marga carefully. And worship, the principles of Raga Marga are especially meant for devotees who are elevated to the Vrindavana platform. And Prabhupada is explaining that. What is that Raga Marga and why we should follow Vidhi Marga. The inhabitants of Vrindavana, the gopis, the Mother Yashoda, Nanda Maharaj, the cowherd boys, the cows, and everyone else are actually on the Raga Marga or Bhagavata Marga platform. The prince, they participate in 5 basic rasas: Dasya, Sakhya, Vatsalya, Madhurya, and Shanta. But although these 5 rasas are found in the Bhagavata Marga, the Bhagavata Marga is especially meant for Vatsalya and Madhurya, or parental conjugal relationships. Yet there is the uh, Vishralambha Sakhya. I think it's a Vipralambha or Vishralambha. I'm not sure here. Okay. The higher fraternal worship of the Lord. So it's a friendship, Sakhya, especially enjoyed by the cowherd boys. Although there is a friendship between Krishna and the cowherd boys, this friendship is different from the Aishwarya friendship between Krishna and Arjuna. So there are different kinds of friendships with Krishna. Like Arjuna was in friendship with Krishna, Sakhya Rasa, and Gopas, the Vrindavana's boys, also in relation with Krishna. We are all also have a relation with Krishna. Right now we don't know. It is covered. It is covered. And Draupadi also in Sakhya Bhava, friendship. What is how to understand a friend? Whether someone is in friendship or not. What a friend will do? A friend will do always to the benefit of his friend. Right? That's what friend will do. Then how Draupadi is in friendship? Arjuna is in friendship, we know that, right? In fact, Arjuna and Krishna, sometimes they go along the banks of rivers, parks and forests, and then they eat together. They eat from one plate. They eat from one plate. It's amazing. They eat from one plate. And one time, when one girl was going like that and Krishna understood she was his eternal wife, and then Krishna recommended Arjuna, can you go and talk to that girl and do some favor to me and bring her, form a relation between us. So it's a friendship. So Krishna is like that. Krishna has all qualities. We derive some of his qualities, not all. Some of his qualities. So he loves and we also can love in a minute way. I mean, that loving capacity also comes from him. We should not forget the source of that. So Draupadi also is in friendship. In fact, during the Kuru Sabha, when Draupadi was insulted, she started depending on, first she looked at her husbands, but husband did not do anything for some other various deep reasons. And then she felt that, okay, now no one is there to protect me, so now let me protect myself. And then she started protecting herself, but still it didn't work out. And then she was thinking about Krishna, but she was a bit hesitating. How can I call the Lord when I am in trouble, except, I have to show love to him? That's a servant mood of service. Lord must be enjoying, but how can I? But I am in trouble, my trouble also should go away at the same time. This is a dichotomy, right? The Lord's happiness or pleasure should not be disturbed, and at the same time, I desire to come out of my problems. It means the Lord should interfere somehow. Then Draupadi thought that, Lord, we are your devotees, and everyone knows that we are your devotees. Now, if we receive problems, and people will lose faith. Oh, if I become devotee, then I will get problems like that. So then people will not become your devotees, Krishna. So the pain of this Dutyasana insulting me, the pain that people will go away from you is more than the pain that this Dutyasana is giving me in the fully packed sabha. Now you do whatever your wish. But my wish is people should not go away from you. Guess what happened? Immediately Lord appeared, invincibly, and then protected Draupadi. So Draupadi was in friendship because she wanted the glories of Lord Krishna to be established. And she wanted everyone should be attracted. And why Srila Prabhupada established this temple in 1972 onwards actually? Why he established? People should attract to the Lord and come to the Lord and be happy. Forget about their problems, solve their problems fully. And Srimad Bhagavatam is fully equipped to solve every one of our problem. Whatever problem you say, Srimad Bhagavatam solves it. Not only solving it, on top of that, it helps us even not to enter into such kind of problem and situations again. What kind of mercy of Srila Prabhupada? What kind of forevision he had. Not only that he had that vision, but he was passing down that vision through his books, through his established temples, through his disciples. Many disciples actually wanted to go back to Srila Prabhupada immediately after Srila Prabhupada left. But they left behind. They are left behind for all of us. For all of us. So this is how the Lord's mercy flows. And the friendship, it's a Srila Prabhupada's friendship with Krishna is what actually flowing in our lives. So now, here, so Ragamarga. So Ragamarga means spontaneous devotion. And spontaneous devotion is meant for, here Srila Prabhupada is saying that spontaneous devotion is meant for the liberated Vrajavasis, not for anyone else. Why? Maybe it will come. Let us see. If it doesn't come, then we will touch that point also. Because Srila Prabhupada explained that in some other place. Okay, so when Arjuna saw the Vishwarupa, the gigantic universal form of the Lord, he was afraid of having treated Krishna as an ordinary friend. Therefore, he begged Krishna's pardon. Krishna's pardon. Sometimes when we move with devotees, but at some point of time, we will come to know that the devotee that we are moving with is so very, very highly elevated, and his devotion is more deeper, and his attraction to Krishna is wider, all the things we'll know. Then we'll feel, oh my God, as of now I thought, this person is my peer, my colleague, or, my contemporary, all the things, but he's so exalted. And then we may ask forgiveness. Prabhu, sorry, I misunderstood you. I thought you are normal person, but you are very extraordinary. So the same case is happening with Arjuna also. Arjuna used to eat on same plate along with Krishna, and Arjuna used to sleep on same bed, like a friends sleep, college friends, classmates, right? And joking words, everything. But the moment Krishna showed his Vishwarupa, then Arjuna was wonderstruck. Oh my God, such a big person am I dealing? Or he is dealing such a lowly person, but without considering my faults, he is showing his love. So then he asked forgiveness. Thus, Raga Marga or Bhagavata Marga friendship exists on a higher platform with Krishna, namely the platform of Vipralambha friendship. Yeah, it's a Vipralambha, not Vishralambha. It's a Vipralambha friendship. paternal friendship, paternal service and conjugal service are visible in the Vrindavana Ragamarga relations. So, in other words, the Ragamarga spontaneous devotion actually pleases Krishna more, definitely. Like, no one can climb on Krishna, right? No one can climb on Krishna's shoulders. It's offense. It's offense. But the devotees on Ragamarga, the spontaneous devotion, they don't mind. Krishna likes to be with us, Krishna likes to play with us, and Krishna likes to eat with us. So we will be more to please Krishna than the rules. That is what Ragamarga is. So they jump on Krishna. They sometimes say that, Krishna, what kind of person you are? You are always lose a game. When they play the games, boys and Krishna together. And they say, what kind of person you are always lose. And Krishna likes such kind of attitude from devotees. But the beginners like us, if we practice that, sure, it is offensive. Because we don't know whether Krishna is accepting or not. That's the reason. We are not sure whether Krishna is accepting or not. So it is offense. So this is a very important, actually this is a very debatable object also, among many devotees of our movement. They discuss, we should we introduce Raga Marga or should we introduce Vidhi Marga. But Srila Prabhupada is very clear. Whether beginners or elevated devotees, better to practice Vidhi Marga. Raga Marga is very risky. In Vidhi Marga, if we do any little offense also, then Krishna will forgive. Krishna will forgive. Okay, now let's go to the purport further. Without serving Krishna, according to the Vidhi Marga regulative principles, I think this I explained. Let's go to the next paragraph. In this description of Krishna's beauty, Lord Shiva uses the word Charvayata Chaturbahu Sujata Ruchirananam, indicating the beautiful four-armed form of Narayana or Vishnu. Those who worship Lord Krishna describe him as Sujata Ruchirananam. In the Vishnu Tattva, there are thousands and thousands and millions of forms of the Supreme Lord. But all of these forms, the form of Krishna is most beautiful. Most beautiful. Thus, for those who worship Krishna, the word Sujata Ruchirananam is used. Now, why Lord Shiva is describing here the Lord Vishnu's beauty? Whom he is describing? He is describing to Prachetas. And where the Prachetas are going actually? They are going to do tapasya to purify themselves, and as a result to get a very good children. To beget a good children. That's what Prachetas are heading for. And Lord Shiva stopped them in between. And he started explaining about Lord Vishnu. So why he is explaining the Lord Vishnu? Because any activity which is done with a full attention as service to Krishna will produce a wonderful results, a devotional results. So that is why Lord Shiva is diverting their attention towards the Lord's beauty. Not the beauty of matter, not the beauty of opposite gender, not the beauty of anything else. That beauty doesn't last longer. There is one beautiful woman. The Srila Prabhupada mentioned in Science of Self-Realization. And one boy was attracted by her beauty. And then he approached her and proposed her. Whatever a boy proposes to girl, fiancé or fiancée. And then she was very intelligent. She said that, oh, you want my beauty? Okay, come after some time. How much time? Okay, come after 10 days, roughly. And then he went away. Okay, at least she didn't deny me. It means she's thinking that, okay, maybe she may, she may accept, or she accepted me. It's just taking longer time. So he was thinking her, thinking her, thinking her, thinking her. And after 10 days, he came to the same girl. I mean, to that place. And he asked a girl, here, there should be one beautiful girl. Where is she? And then the girl replied that is me only. That is me only. And he was shocked. 10 days ago, you looked so beautiful. Now what happened now? And she said, my beauty is in that pot. I kept in that pot. And then he went to see, and with a bad foul smell, he came back. And she said that you are attracted to my body, but my body is destined to die at some point of time, to become old, to disfigure. My body is destined to that. Now, if you are attracted to my body, which doesn't last longer beautifully, it means it's not the true attraction. The true attraction is based on the goodness of other person, the good qualities of other person. That lasts longer. That lasts longer. So today, the world, each person is cheating the other one by this beauty. By this beauty. One time, I used to stay in a rented place. And one time, my house owner was cleaning her car. And she did not look like the same person, because now she had all spots of some skin problems in spots. I wondered what happened, and then I came to know that she apply a coating every day just to look beautiful. So it means the cheating goes on. What is the cheating? Anyone presents differently than what he is, it is called cheating. Anyone presents differently than what he has is called cheating. Anyone presents himself as most intelligent than what he is, it is cheating. So this is going on. This is going on. So here, Lord Shiva is doing a lot of favor, just like how Srila Prabhupada did, tremendous favor to us by establishing this temple. Tremendous favor. We don't know how many problems we are solved in our life because of devotion. We cannot even imagine. Had we not entered into the devotional process, definitely we would have ended up in endless problems, endless complications in this life and following lives. So, let's offer our gratitude to all these wonderful devotees. There is some more purport. How long can I take beyond 9 o'clock? Anyone knows? Something like 9:10 or 9:15 also is fine? Okay. Okay, then I'll go through. The four arms of Lord Vishnu have different purposes. The hands holding lotus flower and conch shell are meant for the devotees, whereas the other two hands holding a disc and mace or club are meant for the demons. One time, one person asked me, the Lord is all powerful, right? He can kill like anything if he wants, any demons or like that. Then why he needs Sudarshan Chakra in his hand? It means that person is afraid of Sudarshan Chakra. That is why he doesn't want Sudarshan Chakra in Lord's hand. In Lord's hand. He doesn't want. Then why Sudarshan Chakra is needed? See, for Lord, all these kind of questions we can understand in one way. Like another question is, see, the Rama is all powerful, then why he needs Vanara's assistance? Right? So this kind of question. It means he needs someone else's assistance, means he is not God. That's how they concluded they conclude immaturely. But Lord Rama already proved, even before constructing the bridge, before taking the assistance of Vanaras, Lord Rama already proved that he is Supreme Lord indirectly. And Bhagavatam said that. Just Lord Rama saw the ocean to ask the path to cross the ocean and reach Lanka. But the personified God of Samudra did not respond. So then the Lord just looked at the ocean and immediately the ocean started boiling. Who can boil an ocean? First of all, did we have that much fuel on land to boil the ocean? We don't have. We don't have even that much fuel to boil the ocean. So the Lord has already proved. So the point is, then why the Sudarshan Chakra is there as if he depended on a weapon, or he depended on Vanaras? Why? It's not that we depended on Lord, or Sudarshan depended on, or Vanaras depended on Lord. No. It is rather, it is a way, again the first point whatever we said, it is a way to offer our love back to Krishna, back to Rama. Oh Lord, you are doing to citizens so much. Oh Lord, you are doing to devotees so much. Oh Lord, you are doing everything benefit to the society. So let me be your servant. By being your servant, in this world, if anyone wants to do good to the society, they cannot do more good to the society than becoming a servant of the Lord. They can never do anything a bigger good than becoming a servant of the Lord. So, the Sudarshan Chakra is there for his service to the Lord. And weapons are there for their service to the Lord. And conch and lotus are there for devotees. Now, the demons killed by Lord Vishnu, chakra, disc, and club are elevated to the spiritual world, meaning the impersonal Brahman, the Brahma Jyoti. They will go up to the Brahma Jyoti, and Brahma Jyoti is also spiritual, it's not material. In other words, the time and the fruit, the karma, the time, everything comes to zero. The material time and karma. Everything comes to zero. So the spirituality begins activation in that life, the demons, even demons' life. So, yeah, whereas the devotees are allowed to enter into the Vaikuntha planas. Those who are devotees of Lord Krishna are immediately elevated to Goloka Vrindavana planet. Now in last paragraph, this is a big paragraph, but Srila Prabhupada is explaining certain important applications. Let us see that. The Lord's beauty is compared to rainfall because the rain falls in the rainy season. It becomes more and more pleasing to the people. After the scorching heat of the summer season, the people enjoy the rainy season very much. Indeed, they even come out of their doors in the villages and enjoy the rainfall directly. So we have to come out of all our struggles, all our problems. They have no worth in our life. Actually, we are sticking to those problems. The problems are not sticking to us. We are sticking to the problems. And when one understands that, then one can become a liberated person. Like one time, one disciple of Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur came to him and said that, Guru Maharaj, I'm having problem and again another problem and trying to solve, but another problem. They're not going away, what to do? And Bhaktisiddhanta said that, okay, I will tell later on, not now, why the problems are there. I will tell later on. And the disciple very humbly went away. And many days are passing and Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati did not respond. And this disciple is thinking, why Maharaj is not responding, why Maharaj is not responding. And one day when he was walking, he heard the voice of his spiritual master, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. And And then he moved towards that. He ran towards that. And then he heard, help, help, help. He heard. He heard. And then he was going. He reached the place. And then he saw that Bhaktisiddhanta holding the tree. And then help, help, help. And disciple was wondered and went close and asked Maharaj, what help you are looking for? This tree is not leaving. This tree is not leaving me. And he said that, Maharaj, it's not the tree is holding you. You are holding the tree. You are holding the tree. No, the tree is not leaving me. The tree is not leaving me. And then finally he left, he removed his hands and said that is what I am saying. The problems are not holding you. You are holding the problems. You are holding the problems. So try to understand. Divert your attention towards Lord Krishna. Then all problems will release you. And will be released. So, the devotees enjoy the Lord's beauty because it is collection of all kinds of beauties. Therefore, the word Sarva Saundarya Sangraham is used. No one can say that the body of Lord is wanting in beautiful paths. The Lord is wanting in beautiful paths. It is completely Purnam. Everything is complete. God's creation, God's beauty, God's bodily features. All these are so complete that all one's desires can become fully satisfied when one sees the beauty of the Lord. The word Sarva Saundarya indicates that there are different types of beauties in the material and spiritual worlds, and that the Lord contains all of them. So all the beauty is there in the Lord. So we don't have to look for a separate beauty. Both materialists and spiritualists can enjoy the beauty of the Lord because the Supreme Lord attracts everyone, including demons and devotees, materialists and spiritualists. So Lord Krishna attracts everyone. And then one devotee, when Srila Prabhupada said that, one devotee asked a challenging question. How Lord Krishna attracts a thief? How Lord Krishna attracts poor or rich people? How Lord Krishna attracts rich people? He asked challenging questions. And Srila Prabhupada dismantled all. He said that you think you are a thief, but Lord Krishna is bigger thief than you. If you try to steal from Lord Krishna, he will steal from you. He'll steal from you. You think that the Lord doesn't see, that's why you're stealing? The Lord will see, but the Lord will steal. Even when you are seeing, you can't do anything about. And similarly, the Lord is the richest person. Lord is richest person. So what is the goal of rich people? To become more rich, to become richer, right? What is the goal of rich people? To become richer. There is no other goal for them. Now, to become richer, they will have a plan or many plans. And then, from where do they get the plans? And then they depend on Krishna. Oh Lord, give me this or make this plan successful, or that's it. And then I'll become richer. So, the Lord is attracting even rich. So, Lord Krishna attracts everyone, whatsoever the person is. Whatsoever. Okay. Now, his devotees also attract everyone. This is the expansion of Leelamrita. How Srila Prabhupada's disciples were attracted to Srila Prabhupada. It's so exquisitely described in detailed manner. What kind of qualities of Srila Prabhupada these disciples are attracted. Not only that, when we hear them, we will also be drawn into that attraction. Into that attraction. It's so wonderful, their exchanges, and so heart-wrenching with tears. Very, very wonderful. If anyone, they didn't start reading Leelamrita, start immediately. As mentioned in the Goswami Stotra, Dhira Dhira Janapriya, the Goswamis are equally dear to Dhira devotees and Adhira demons. Lord Krishna was not very pleasing to the demons when he was present in Vrindavana, but the 6 Goswamis were pleasing to the demons when they were present in Vrindavana. That is the Lord's beauty of the Lord's dealings with his devotees. So, how devotees are gaining that power? Prabhupada is explaining. Because the Lord deals the devotees in a loving manner, so the devotees will pass on that love towards others accordingly. So that is why the devotees become more dearer to the people than Lord Krishna. So this is applicable in an initial stage, so till one gets liberation. After that, everyone is attracted to Lord. Okay, sometimes the Lord gives more credit to his devotees than he takes for himself. This last paragraph is perfectly orchestrated in Srila Prabhupada's life. It's orchestrated by Lord Krishna. So Lord gives more credit to his devotees than he takes for himself. For instance, on the battlefield of Kurukshetra, the Lord fought simply by giving directions. Yet it was Arjuna who took the credit for fighting. Nimitta matram bhava savyasachin. You, O Savyasachi, Arjuna, can be but an instrument in the fight. Everything was arranged by the Lord, but the credit of victory was given to Arjuna. Similarly, in the Krishna consciousness movement, everything is happening according to the predictions of Lord Chaitanya, but the credit goes to Lord Chaitanya's sincere servants. Thus, the Lord is described herein as Sarva Saundarya Sangraha. This last few lines can be expanded like anything, and it's in short, I'll end with this. We as practitioners of devotee should never think it's because of us the results are manifesting. It's because of our predecessors, because of Krishna, because of many sacrifices of wonderful devotees. The Krishna consciousness movement is going to the people. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Any comments or concerns? Any comments or questions? It's already 9:20. Anything? Anyone? Okay. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.